Now, today truly is another sad day for cryptocurrency, and really it's a sad day for the people that work at Voyager as well, because they're exposing themselves for the thieves that they are, thinking that they can freeze your and I's assets just because they have control over the platform. Guys, it's very difficult for me to understand the decision of somebody else to take somebody else's property, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now, and it's not going to stop with Voyager. We've got Voyager among people like Celsius and 3 Arrows. When your assets get in trouble, let's take the other person's assets to pay off our debts. It doesn't make any sense, but we have places like Coinbase trending on Twitter, Binance trending on Twitter. Crypto.com was actually not trending on Twitter, but KuCoin was trending on Twitter as well. People are preparing for a cryptocurrency run, and therefore I want to talk a little bit about why we could see cryptocurrency prices absolutely fall off a cliff here pretty soon. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2022 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. And look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks in crypto, you got a link in the description for Webull. Super simple to set up your account. You're getting free stocks for signing up, and so far they're not stealing anybody's crypto like Voyager is. And yeah. My crypto is on Voyager as well, guys, so it's locked up just the same way yours is. But let's talk about this, because this is happening with exchange after exchange, and I see different things trending out on Twitter and on social media platforms like Coinbase, Binance, KuCoin, and so on. Some of these major exchanges out there, and people are wondering whether or not they're next. Now, the more conservative answer would be yes, they are next. Cryptocurrency exchanges, these centralized exchanges, are going down one by one. You know, you see Celsius going under and saying, and really denying and defying all logic, thinking that they can lock people's assets up. 3 Arrows. Well, you know what? We had some debt, we had some loans. We're not going to pay you. We're going to be court ordered to pay you. Voyager, locking up our assets and thinking that they can control them. You know, this is no different than a bank realizing that there is a liquidity crisis, realizing that, well, you know what, there's so much wealth in the world, but we only have a couple dollars cash in our bank. We're going to stop everybody from withdrawing their assets. What happens in times like that? People go for a run on the bank. They realize if there's a possibility I'm not going to be able to have access to my money, I'm going to withdraw it. Nobody should have that control over my life. That is exactly what we're seeing with centralized cryptocurrency exchanges right now. People that are holding in really any centralized, any centralized exchange is at risk of having their assets frozen due to liquidity issues, or at this point in the game, just simply due to the centralized exchange wanting to freeze your assets. Now, I know it sounds a little harsh, but that's what it is. I mean, at this point of the game, you've got Voyager, who 3 Arrows defaulted on. Voyager issues them their notice of default and immediately locks up any liquidity that customers should legally have access to. If you're wondering about Coinbase, are my assets safe on Coinbase? Is Coinbase going to go under? They don't have to go under. They don't have to file bankruptcy. Voyager didn't file bankruptcy. You know, this is what I'm saying. Voyager has not filed bankruptcy, but they froze everybody's assets. If you're concerned that Coinbase could do the exact same thing, absolutely. Binance doesn't have to file bankruptcy. They can tell you all day long that they're going to put their customers first. But you know who thinks they're putting their customers first right now? Voyager. They think that by freezing assets, it's protecting their customers. It is allowing their customers to have that security. And it's the exact opposite in all reality. You've got KuCoin out there. Whether or not KuCoin is in financial trouble, if they decide to lock assets up because cryptocurrency prices are falling, well, we're along for the ride then. At this point, guys, I don't know if there's going to be any reason to worry about selling during the bear market, because we might not be allowed to sell. There might not be any centralized exchanges that make it through. And I know that that is a pessimistic outlook, and I guess that is because I've got money tied up in, or not even tied up, but frozen in Voyager at this point in time. And I'm a little skeptical about whether or not they're going to release those funds. So it is a very hard hit, but here's the reality, okay? If you guys are trading cryptocurrency, there are 3 options onto where you can keep your crypto. You can keep them on centralized exchanges. You can keep them on a cold wallet like a Ledger, Trezor, or so on. Or you can keep them on a decentralized exchange. Now, centralized exchanges do seem to be dropping like flies, one by one, and even if they're financially stable, could determine that, well, hey man, we've got $15 billion worth of customers' assets. Why not just take it? Why not just, if everybody else is doing it and getting away with it, why not? So at this point in time, I do believe that centralized exchanges are among the riskiest of places to keep your crypto. If you can, listen, and it is your decision on what to do, whether to cash out, whether to hold on any one of these exchanges here. It is your decision. And next is a decentralized exchange. A lot of these wallets, like Crypto.com wallet, Coinbase wallet, Trust wallet, they're decentralized wallets, but they're supported and owned by Binance and Coinbase and Crypto.com, centralized exchanges. So what happens? Let's just pose the question. What happens if the centralized authority goes out of business or decides to be, I guess, an all-reigning authority and decides to no longer support that decentralized wallet? What happens there? I would imagine that is very risky as well. The alternative is a cold wallet like a hard drive or a Trezor or a Ledger wallet it's like a flash drive. You hold it on an external hardware wallet. Now, those obviously have risks associated with them, like losing your password, losing the wallet, and so on. But as far as I know, nobody can just shut it down and no longer have support there. At this point in the game, though, I would not be terribly surprised if we were to be thrown a curveball and see something there as well. But what all this boils down to is no matter what exchange you're on, there is going to be some concern in the cryptocurrency market. There's going to be this fear that we should run, that we should cash out, that we should move our assets, that we should take them off centralized exchanges. And what this is going to do, it's going to create downward pressure on the price of all cryptos. It's going to create, I guess, insolvency issues and downward pressure on all of the centralized exchanges. Now, this pressure, because people are withdrawing, and this pressure on prices, it's going to hit centralized exchanges in a very hard way. And the more that fall off, it's like a domino effect. It's not going to be just one at a time and one at a time. If it ends with Voyager, great. I'll be a martyr. But if it doesn't, it's going to be one after the next, and a lot of people are going to be very upset. And that transfer of wealth that we talked about, where these rulers, these guys that are in charge of our lives, these people up top, they're taking their money back. All of that money they printed from 2020 until now, they're taking it all back, and they're doing it while we sit back and watch. Guys, I want to know what you think down in the comments below. You think crypto's going to get hit hard, or you think crypto is doing okay at the moment? Let us know your thoughts down there, guys. Gauge the sentiment in the comments below. If this button right here is still red, make sure to click it. Subscribe to the channel. Join us. Become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. You're getting free stocks on Webull. No longer supporting Voyager. So until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.